Halloween. So this is an establish a connection with your guides reading for the seeker. I'm going to go ahead and surround myself in light. Okay. And then I'm going to see you surrounded in light. And there's a lot of energy swirling around your crown chakra. A lot of white energy just like swooshing in all of these circles. And there's your guide is taking like a tube of white paint and like squirting it on your head, and then taking this like whole bucket of white paint and just dumping it like on your head. And then she's taking this, God, I don't even know what to call that. It looks almost like a strainer, like one of those metal strainers for like tea, like one of the big ones, only it's totally flat. But she's using it like a sifter, and but she's not sifting, she's just going like this. And this like powder is coming out, almost like she's sifting flour, but this like white like sprinkles of stuff is coming out of it and going on your head. And it's going into you through your crown chakra too. She's trying to keep bumping into my head. She's trying to like cleanse these other chakras through that one. And then as it comes down, I'm seeing a tree as it comes down into the ground. Okay, so she's referring to your energy here. I think that came up in another reading, so I think you probably know what that is about. Okay, water. She just keeps, I feel her, I felt her come into the room. And this guide is still showing the same things. Now she's just showing this white puffy cloud, and it's raining around you in this circle. So still a lot of clearing going on. Oh, okay, that's what it is. So in the last reading, I cleared you, and now in this front of the reading, she's doing it. Okay. Okay, and then there's the sun that's shining on you. Now there's green paint that she's taking, going on the heart chakra, and blue paint, but the blue paint is going on the solar plexus. She's saying to be mindful of actions that you're taking. What are you doing that's in alignment with who you are? What are you doing that's out of alignment with who you are? Cut those things out. What are they? She's saying make a list of them, write them down. She's saying you know what they are. She's saying, sweetheart, you know what they are, sweetheart. You know what the things are that you're doing that are out of alignment off of the top of your head. You can think of them. So she's saying to put those on a list and don't do them. And then she's going to start, your guides are going to start revealing to you more things that you're doing that are out of alignment. And you need to take those things out as well. Now, she's also saying to actually go through the course that you bought from us, the Starseed course. She's saying to go through the course that you ordered, and to also write down a list of those things that we talked about to avoid specifically to get your mission through, because those things are going to clear you. As you clear them out, that's going to actually, like, you're going to take on a new energy. You're going to step into a new energy field, is what she's saying. So it's almost like you step into your own real energy field. So what she's showing me is it's like you step forward and all of this shit is left behind that almost seemed like your energy field, but it wasn't really. It was just this crap. And you step forward, and now you're out of the crap. You can see yourself, and so it's almost like you've stepped into a whole new energy field. But really, it was there all along. It was there the whole time. So she's clearing you to get there, but she's saying this is physical actions too. She's saying that again, sweetheart. This is physical actions. And she has her arms around you, and she's hugging you, and she's just rocking back and forth like this. Like you're her baby. She's a sweet guide. She's a loving guide, but she comes in with this determined energy too. She's got a fire with her. She's not all like love and niceness either. She's kind of being that way with you a bit, but I feel like she can also whip your butt into shape is the energy that's coming into, but also just with things in general. That is, she has a determined streak in her personality that comes across. So she's got some fire there. She has some backbone. But at the same time, she is loving and sweet. I get this almost magical, kind of mischievous quality a little bit from her. Okay, right. Okay, she's reminding me of in the other reading where she came through, though, she talked about her having fairy energy. So she has this angelic energy. She also has this fairy energy. And that brings in some more of this determination. Now the angel energy, that can definitely have determination as well. So that comes from both the mischievous quality and the kind of magical quality, where there's like lapses of time, where there's just this kind of poof, magical poof. This kind of energy, the feeling of it, that comes from the fairy. Angelic energy is a little bit more direct. This kind of other energy is a little bit more whimsical and even secretive. So a little bit like you got to figure it out in that energy. But then this other energy will tell you exactly what you need to do and say, do these things if you want this. So if you want what you're asking about, she's saying, then you need to clear all this stuff out. Because what you're asking about is taking on a spiritual role as an authority figure in the spiritual community. And how can you do that? And she's saying, is that a proper dream? She's kind of going, like, don't even ask that question. That is what she's saying. She's saying that's a stupid question. She says, you already know that. You're just being insecure. So you know that. You're clear on that. You are. You're just almost confused because you want to be. You almost feel like that's a humbleness to have that kind of quality, to be up in the air about it or puzzled by it, or is that really? But she's saying that really this is a programming that just feels underneath, like it's been conditioned to see itself in a way not higher but lower than others. And so how can you lead others with that kind of energy? But she's saying that that's just another thing to clear. But that energy is what's causing you to question this. So it's not your authentic energy. Your authentic energy is what's giving you the intuition to move in this direction. But clearing, moving in this direction means clearing this out, hun. Dear, she's these guide pet names for you that she's coming in with. She's just saying that again, my baby, like you're her little boy. And she's rocking you back and forth. She keeps showing me arms like this, like she's rocking her baby. And she's showing me like this baby blanket. It's yellow. The color is coming in really strongly as yellow. So here again, this has to do with solar plexus. This is about your drive and your ambition in the world. And she's taking the blanket and she's stretching it out. And it's almost becoming almost like kind of see-through, but in like a bad way, like, or almost like ripping even in spots. Like it has some holes in it and things. So in a negative way, you're being kind of pulled into different directions. So get it into center and focus, she's saying. She's saying, so if you want to have these experiences of being psychically clear, you have to get physically clear. And she's giving me the word mandate. This is almost like a mandate, like, and I feel like you have to give yourself one. So you have to be clear on, these are the things I'm going to change. Like, let's say it's diet, for instance, just as a for instance. So I'm going to pull this out of my diet. And I'm going to transition by this certain date to have this stuff out of my diet, to have it all pulled out. And water, too. She's coming in with water. I'm going to increase my water intake to this amount by this certain date. And there are a lot of different goals, but she's saying that they're all physical mostly. And then obviously there are things like meditation and things like that, so psychic work that you want to do. But she's saying that that comes more naturally to you, like as far as increasing that goes. So you already have the awareness to do that. What you have to do is seek within yourself and around you, even for confirmation. Write down the things that you notice yourself doing. How are you reacting to situations in your life? How do you move towards people or away from people that hold a negative energy, or a neutral energy, or a positive energy? What brings you to them? She's saying seek out your motivations. What in you is drawing you to a negative person versus what in you is drawing you to a positive experience or a positive, uplifting person and situation. She's saying what in you is drawing these things out of people and out of places and situations in your life that are coming up and that are around you, because she's saying those are signs, hun. And she's showing me your eyes, like the signs are around you. You just have to look at them and be clear that you don't want to be this way in certain areas of your life. They're not clear. She's saying there are certain areas that you know are not clear. You need to get them clear, because we won't come to you, we won't speak to you if you are not clear enough to hold our presence and your vibration, because we're purer than you are. We're purer than you're allowing yourself to experience. It's not about being pure as in worthy. It's about what you're allowing yourself to be part of, who you're around. Who are you around, sweetheart? Look at who you're around. Why are you around those people? Who are you attracting into your life? Who are you pushing out of your life? These are all things to look at and be made aware of. And who else's energy do you need to pull out of? And I almost get the feeling of some people that you're relying on in like a physical way. So, and emotional way too, I'm getting. There are some people that you rely on for strength and support. I even get financial. Some of this could be a financial thing as well. But there are some people that you're allowing yourself to lean on a bit, and you have to clear these connections with these people. So this means physically too, in a physical way. And she's saying, and grounding into the physical in the proper way. Taking control of your zone, your sphere. And she's saying, even if it means being alone for a while. She's saying, I don't care about that. She's saying, which means you don't care about that. And in other words, your real self doesn't care about that. Not you. So this is a programming. It is only a programming that would care about certain things. And she's coming in with relinquish that. And she wants me to look up relinquish and get the exact definition of the word. Ooh. Voluntarily cease to keep or claim. Give up. Okay. So she's saying, don't claim it. Don't claim these vibrations into your energy field. So in other words, she's saying don't own them. And don't practice things as if you own them. Don't take actions as if you don't own them or as if you do own them. So in other words, what she means by don't take them as if you don't own them is take responsibility for them. They are your actions. But at the same time, own up to the fact that they're not your actions. They're coming out of programmings. And step out of owning them as your own. They are not your own. They are programmed ways of being, hun. They are programmed ways of being. We cannot talk to you. We cannot communicate to you until you are fully clear. Until you have given up everything that is out of alignment with your true vibration. You have a vibration that is pure. You have a vibration that is meant to lead and uplift people out. She's saying of nightmares and fantasies. Fantasies of what is good. And nightmares of what they fear and what they won't look at and what they regret. And what they harm themselves by doing. She's saying fantasies are not real and nightmares are illusions. Both are not real. And they hold the power that you give them. They hold the authority over your life that you give them because you are the dictator of your own life experience. So you have to become the full authority and power, control over your own life experience. Surrender to your guides and pull back away from these things. So it's about stepping into control and authority and owning your own self. Be who you are. And at the same time, own this relationship with your guides as well. Step out and own this. Be who you are. Even if you're not always who you are in front of others, that doesn't mean that you give in to them. It doesn't mean that you act like them. It doesn't mean you say the things that they say or do the things that they do in order to... You need to inspire them to come out of their shell more, not the other way around. She's saying that you're waiting for approval. You're waiting for acceptance. But she's saying again, we don't care about that. We want to uplift you out of needing that. She's saying you don't need that. And she's saying to watch this over and over again. Anytime you feel like you need that, watch this. She's saying that your energy isn't clear and she is sprinkling this stuff over you again. This powder over you again. with the sifter. She's just being specific. So she's putting this powder over you again with the sifter. And it's coming in almost like flour, like a flour almost. Like cooking flour. Sometimes diet too. I'm still getting that again. Like sometimes you slip on diet. She's saying that you can't slip on that. And she's saying that it's bad for you. She wants you to do the things that are good for you. She wants you to take care of yourself. She wants you to own who you are and be in your presence. Don't slip in and out of it. Don't go here and then go there. I'm half there and now I'm not. So she's saying 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Or 1 step forward and 2 steps back. And you stay kind of the same even though you're working to clear yourself. So she's saying that it's taking a long time. She's saying that it could be done a lot faster, sweetheart. This could be done a lot faster. So she's doing 2 things at once. On the one hand, she is kind of taking like an iron poker and and kind of poking you in the butt, so she's kind of prodding you. With I'm seeing like a cow, like almost like a cattle prod or something. And but at the same time, she's also like hugging you, she's comforting you, she cares about you. But that's why she is kind of, she's saying mandating you, giving you a mandate. She's saying this is an instruction. This is not our suggestion, hun, to be clear on that. This is who you are. Be that, be in your power, and you'll be on your path. Otherwise, you fall away. If you want this path, she's saying this is interesting, dear. Because she says that this path was chosen by you and for you, but it doesn't have to be who you are, meaning who you become. It is who you are authentically in your real self, but you don't have to step into it in this lifetime. So this is a clear mandate of instructions if you want to bring that in. If you want to bring that in fully. She's saying if you don't, then okay. Let it go. Meh. She's saying if it's not important to you, then it's not important to you. However, if it is, then it'll be important enough to you to do these things, to step into that power and authority and worthiness of who you are, because you are worthy for it. So she's saying to accept it as your gift and grow. These challenges are arising. You know, though, I get the feeling, God, she's coming in with hun again. I get the feeling, hun, but yeah, I get the feeling that no matter what you do, it's like this is almost like your destiny, like you feel it so strongly. You're going to be maneuvered back to this eventually, no matter what you do. I mean, that kind of reminds me of my own life a little bit. I would try to do other things sometimes, like you know, screw this spiritual shit. I don't want to do this crap anymore. But it didn't matter. I would end up back to it. I would end up getting all these signs, or you know, shit would just fall apart, and like whatever I wanted to do other than this, it would just fall apart. Just wouldn't work. None of it would work. And I would end up being almost shoved back into this, where this was like the one door that would fly open, the one opportunity that would fly open. And I feel like that's going to kind of be how it is with you. Like no matter what you do, you're going to end up getting signs to come back to this. And there's going to be like an opportunity almost within yourself to take and to grab hold of, that you're not aware of yet, that is coming, but you have to keep on with it. And she's saying to put your thought towards it, to step into alignment with it. She's saying put your thoughts toward it, put your emotions towards it, and call that to yourself. Okay, and there's something that she wants me to send you. Okay. So there's something that I'm going to send you in the email that I send after the reading to you. Okay, so I'm just going to write this down real quick so that I actually remember this and I don't forget. Oh, and that one too. Okay. What are you doing, computer? Why do you always pop up this screen trying to write something? Okay. Okay. What am I sending him? Okay. Okay, and that one. All right. Okay. Okay. Well, you're gonna get an email full of stuff. Okay. And she says homework. Now she's saying chakra colors, to look up the chakra colors, to go through them. She's saying to start aligning your kundalini. And I'm actually seeing I'm seeing headphones on your ears. Like okay, I'm seeing the headphones on your ears, and like you are listening to these meditations. But they're right on your ears, so they're blocking out noise. She's saying that you have to block out noise and sound, that you need to get quiet. Now, finances, again, she's saying this is because of things that you're doing and things that you're not doing. Things that you're shoving down, she's saying. If you don't allow them out and express who you are, then almost like these ideas won't come to you. So there's something that you're not expressing in some way, that you're not being clear on with other people about, with yourself about. There's still a back and forth with you. I feel like there's almost like you haven't made a choice yet to go full swing. You haven't made the choice yet mentally within your own self to be concrete about who you are. And you could go the other way. There are other paths that you could take. So get clear on it, dear. She's saying that nobody's standing in your way but yourself. You allow it. You allow clarity or you allow confusion. You need to make the choice of what you're going to be and do. You need to make the choice about yourself and who you are, what energy you're going to take in from other people and other situations around you, and what energy you're going to exude onto yourself, for yourself, on your own body, on your mind for mental clarity, on your emotions and your heart complex. She's saying your heart chakra, your sacral chakra, all of these chakras, they are taking in energies and they're exuding energies. Be clear on what the energies are. Study that. She's saying study your own self. Find out what energies you're pulling from, both positive and negative. Find out about yourself if you want to lead others to who they are. If you want others to be themselves, be who you are. And be clear with yourself. It doesn't mean you have to run around telling other people everything about yourself. And in some ways, yes. In some ways, you need to be clear on certain things. But mostly it's like, no, this is who I am. I'm not doing that. She's saying, oh, you don't like it? Then F you then. This is my energy. This is who I am. So I'm going to do this, but I'm not going to do that from now on. And nothing that you can say or think you can get me to do is going to happen anymore. Nothing you say will get me to do anything anymore. And nothing that you do will get me to do something I don't want to do. And no boundaries that you set with me or boundaries that you intentionally cross or energetically, unconsciously cross. Because she's also saying, who are you picking up empathically on? And again, she's saying that this has to do with connections. Connections that you've made with others. But also she's saying boundaries that you've crossed in the past. Not so much now, she's saying, but boundaries that you crossed in the past where you were dumping unconsciously, energetically and emotionally and mentally onto others as well. She's specifically saying others in your family, but she's also saying friends too. So this is a past connection that you made. You're not really making it now, but you're still holding it there. You still haven't released it and let go of it. So she's saying not to claim it as your own anymore. Now I just see this energy like dumping out of you. And that's what it needs to do. That's what needs to happen. And it's going into the earth. I also see it going out your back, almost like it's in the past. And the future is all lit up. So in front of you, she's showing all lit up. So what you release stays in the past. It was in the past to begin with, dear. It was always in the past. So you're not in the present when you're acting out of those things, when you're speaking out of those things, or doing out of those things. Whatever you're doing, if it's out of those programmings from the past, you're not being who you are. You're not being clear. And your journey will open as you take on that authority to say no. And to yourself, not just others. You're really saying no to yourself. Whoever you're saying no to, you're still saying no to that inclination within yourself to get you to act on what they're saying or act on what you're thinking. So whether it's inspired by you or inspired by another, it's still you saying no to yourself or saying yes to yourself. When it comes to positive things, saying yes to yourself. And she's saying all the time, if you get an inclination to do something that is going to benefit you, don't go the other way. So she's saying be steady. She's saying conquer steadiness. This needs to be something under your belt, something you've acquired. Something you've pulled to yourself. You have it readily available. So she's showing me a belt, almost like an army belt, and you have these different things, like you have a hand grenade, and you have like a gun. You have different you have a knife. You have different like weapons, almost that you can throw or that you can use to combat things. You can be in your power. You can say no to impulses. So she's saying to be very clear on what you want in life. Be steady. Now, she's also talking now about an artistic ability that you have. That you have an artistic ability with the way that you see things. And this is something with what you create. And it feels more to me like more with your hands and with your eyes. So I feel more like some kind of art, almost as in like drawing or some kind of art where you're seeing something and you're creating it. You're interpreting what you see and what you feel. And she's saying that this too comes into play. I'm even feeling almost like sculpting something like that with your hands. You might not even be aware that you have the ability to do that necessarily. Something that you're creating with your hands, though. But one of these abilities you are clear on. You know you have an artistic ability of some kind. She's showing me a cell phone. I feel like there's something that you're going into, or something that you're looking into on this cell phone that she doesn't like. And I don't know what it is, but she doesn't like it. There are things that you're looking at. She doesn't like it. You need to stop it. Okay, I gotta send you that too. Sending you more stuff. Okay. So there's a channeling that I have. It's actually a really old channeling. And it talks about how people are connected to like a reptilian mothership. It's almost astral though. It's not like a physical ship out there. It's like astral. And I called the channeling "The Matrix is Real" because they said that in the channeling. It was from Flashstar, and she said that in the channeling, that in a sense the Matrix is real because people have these like astral cords to this ship that's going into them, and it's feeding these thoughts. It's feeding them these thoughts, and it's feeding them these impulses to get them like stuck in a 3D mindset and a 3D way of being. So she's saying that you have pulled out of this partially, but you need to come out of this all the way. And then your awakening will really begin when you get this capsule off of your head. Because I still see like a capsule on your head that one of these cords, like a main cord, is going down into. And it's going right into your crown chakra. And she's saying that you need to be aware of that you're still taking in reptilian programmings. You need to release that. Now I'm seeing that this cord is actually going to it's going to come down through your head, and it's going to be pulled out of you. Almost like an umbilical cord. Because I see it coming out of your stomach. I also see it going into the ground though. And then you're going to be moving forward. Then you're going to be traveling a distance away from these programmings. Now, oh, that's weird. Now she's showing me scissors, and then she's showing me a sword of Archangel Michael. And a lot of people do cord cuttings and clearings with the sword of Archangel Michael, and where they call on Archangel Michael. So she's saying to look up on like Google or YouTube, look up cord clearing with Archangel Michael. And she's saying to do some meditations with him, and there are several on YouTube. There are a number of them. So she's saying to kind of look through them, look around, and find the one that works for you. So you might do, you might do a few of them and try them out if they're not all feeling right for you. And there's going to be one that really works with your energy and helps you to clear, that you'll respond to energetically. But yeah, what was weird is for a second, like when I first hit the record, and I was like thinking about what I was going to say. I just heard the thought in my head of this is a reading for the seeker, and I swear to God, I heard this is a reading for Archangel Michael, and I'm like, okay, wait, no, I'm not saying that. Okay. And then I went into it again, because it threw me off for a second, and I had to re-record that part. But yeah, and I totally forgot about that. So that's so weird that she's coming in with that again. So I'm guessing that, yeah, that was their energy, obviously, coming in with that even at the beginning. Okay. Now, okay, she had me look at the candles for a second. I felt like an energy almost drawing me to the candles. And now she's actually talking about using candles, and I'm also getting aroma therapy, also things that you smell. Now she's saying that some of this is money, so you'd have to get your finances in order a little bit, maybe. But she's saying to do the things that you can do, and later you can get into some other things, because she's saying that even some Reiki sessions might be acquired, or even like a Reiki attunement. But then I also see acupuncture, and she's saying, and connecting to nature, connecting to Mother Earth. So she says that this is a lot of homework, and she'll leave you with that. They're not going to go into a lot more homework, but she's saying to keep going through this reading and write it down, because there are a whole lot of things that they said. And also she's saying to go through the things that I send you. She's saying to go through our website also, because you resonate with the material. She's saying just because you resonate with the material. So it's not because it's my website, or it's not because it's the website of someone that you know, or a certain person. It's has to do with the fact that you resonate with the material that we're putting out, or that whoever is putting out. So the things that you resonate with are going to teach you something that is the purpose for why they're there. So she's saying utilize them, utilize those sources. Okay, she's saying to go through our channel also. She's saying to go through our YouTube channel, because you resonate with it. She's saying to watch the videos. She's saying anything that you resonate with, like actually. She's saying watch that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so now she's just hugging you again. Okay. She's surrounding you in this energy again. She's calling it a vortex. And she's saying of white light, and it has been coming in as white this whole time. Okay, but that is not the only color that represents positivity, and she's stating that clearly, and she's saying that you're going to see that in a lot of the material that I'm going to send you. So she's saying to be open to that. She's saying you'll learn a lot from that. She's saying that's on your path for a reason. There are certain things coming to you now. Certain other things also from other sources that I'm not aware of. So other sources also that you're drawing into yourself, that you're pulling in for a reason. You need to clearly watch them because you're going to get validation of things that are going on with you and happening with you. And as you step closer into full alignment with who you are, things are going to be happening. You're going to be growing on your own, and then you'll reach out to those material sources and you will find matching energy with information. You'll find that your information matches theirs. So you'll start finding truths that you resonate with, but almost that come out of yourself first. You think of them. You hear the thought, or you get an emotion about them, or an awareness of them, and then you come across it in somebody else's material, whoever that might be. So it's following your resonations. That's very important for you at this time. And at all times, she's saying, at all the time. Because then, she shows me a clock and the hand is going around, but it says now. So all time is now. So this is something for all the time, that you can be working on. Following your resonation. But she's saying, what is your resonation? That's the first thing you have to find out. And that's just by following the little resonations that tug and pull at you, and you know what they are. And you follow them, and they grow, and they lead you to where you are meant to be on your path. Okay, so that is the end of the reading, and thank you very much for allowing me to do this reading for you, and thank you to your guide. Namaste.